Upgrade your learning experience during Dell Technologies Back to School event with AI PCs like the Dell 14 Plus, featuring an Intel Core Ultra processor starting at $749.99. Supercharge your studies with features like real-time notes transcription, AI-accelerated hardware to run multiple apps without slowing down, extended battery life, and more. That's the power of new AI PCs with Intel inside. What's more? Upgrade your school year setup with limited time deals on select monitors and more must-have electronics and accessories. Don't wait. Discover a smarter way to learn at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Thanks for selling your car to Carvana. Here's your check.
Whoa, when did I get here?
What do you mean?
I swear it was just moments ago that I accepted a great offer from Carvana online. I must have time traveled to the future.
It was just moments ago. We do same-day pickup. Here's your check for that great offer.
It is the future.
It's the present and just the convenience of Carvana. Sorry to blow your mind.
It's all good. Happens all the time.
Sell your car the convenient way to
Carvana.
Pickup times may vary and fees may apply.
This is Optimal Finance Daily, 9 tips for financial success and freedom. Take control of your money. Part 2 by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. Number 5, pay off your high interest rate debt. If you have any high interest rate debt, such as credit card debt, then I highly recommend paying it off quickly. High interest rate debt simply becomes more and more difficult to pay off over time as those interest charges build and become unmanageable. Before you know it, that $100 you spent at the store may be costing you $500 over the years. This kind of debt can add a crazy amount of stress, and it becomes increasingly hard to pay off. And it will most likely prevent you from reaching your other financial goals. Due to this, I recommend making a plan and starting to pay off your high interest rate debt as soon as you can. To start, take a look at why you're in debt in the first place, as this will help you move forward and not fall into the same mistake later in the future. Then the next step is to attack your debt. Figure out what you can do to eliminate it, which will most likely include finding ways to make extra money, cutting your expenses, making extra debt payments, and so on. Number 6, conduct regular family money meetings. Making sure that everyone is on the same financial page in your family is a very important step to achieving financial success. This is because one person can change everything. It is money after all, and it is so easy to make a mistake. Having regular money talks with your family usually means increased communication between partners, a unified financial goal, partners being more involved, and so on. In these regular money talks, you can talk about topics such as how your finances are doing, tracking your income and expenses, going over the family budget, discussing your debt, discussing your retirement path, openly talking about any current financial issues, and understanding your financial goals. These are just some examples. These are all great things to talk about because it can make difficult financial conversations easier to have over time. I know it can be scary at first, especially if you and your partner don't talk about money, but it's important to be honest, open, and working together. This makes it easier to reach financial goals and achieve financial success. Number 7, diversify your income. Having more than one source of income has many benefits, and I'm a big fan of having multiple income streams. Having multiple streams of income is good because you won't be too reliant on one source of income, such as your day job. You can have a backup plan, you may be able to retire earlier, and so on. Ways to diversify your income may include rental real estate, dividend income, and starting a side business. Diversifying your income is a great way to reach financial success. Number 8, save for retirement. Retirement is probably the number one financial goal for most people. This makes sense as retirement has so many benefits. Learning how to save for retirement is how you start preparing for your future. It's necessary if you don't want to work for the rest of your life or if you want to do things after you quit working, such as traveling or taking up a new hobby. Even if you think that you love your job and will want to work forever, you never know what the future may bring. so it's best to save for retirement. Number 9, track your money. To reach financial success, I recommend tracking your finances. This will tell you how much debt you're dealing with, your net worth, where you stand for retirement, and more. Plus, tracking how you're doing can be a fun way to stay motivated towards your goals. The tracking platform I recommend is Personal Capital. It's free personal finance software, and it can track many different aspects of your financial life. You can connect accounts such as your mortgage, bank, credit cards, investment portfolio, retirement, and more to easily see your whole financial situation in one easy place. You can also track your cash flow, your spending, how much money you're saving, how your investments are doing, and more. How do you become financially successful? Learning how to achieve financial success can be a long road, and the steps you need to take will vary from person to person. Personal finance is personal after all. The tips mentioned will set you on a path to reach your goals so you can reach financial success, be happier, and take control of your money. You just listened to part 2 of the post titled 9 Tips for Financial Success and Freedom. Take Control of Your Money by Michelle Schroeder-Gardner of MakingSenseOfSense.com. Upgrade your learning experience during Dell Technologies Back to School event with AI PCs like the Dell 14 Plus, featuring an Intel Core Ultra processor starting at $749.99. Supercharge your studies with features like real-time notes transcription, AI accelerated hardware to run multiple apps without slowing down, extended battery life, and more. That's the power of new AI PCs with Intel inside. What's more? Upgrade your school year setup with limited time deals on select monitors and more must-have electronics and accessories. Don't wait. Discover a smarter way to learn at Dell.com/deals. That's Dell.com/deals.
Why does the United States pay higher drug prices than other countries? Because America's the only country in the world where 340B hospitals mark up drug prices and PBM middlemen charge billions in hidden fees. Meanwhile, Americans subsidize the research and development for new cures. Other countries benefit, but don't pay their fair share. Crack down on the middlemen. End the free riding. Lower drug prices. Go to balancethescales.org to learn more. Paid for by Pharma.
Getting out of debt was one of the most satisfying parts of my financial journey. It also freed up so much money that I could then throw at investments and building up my emergency fund. While debt seems to be a norm for nearly everyone around us, it would benefit us to start seeing it as an emergency. Debt is standing in the way of us building wealth, and so it serves us well to attack it as aggressively as we can. While it's easy to say, pay off debt, in practical terms, it helps to get clear on how much money you have each month to throw at your debt. And this requires careful budgeting and tracking of expenses. Right now, I'm helping a friend work through this, and it's been interesting to see how budgeting has a direct effect on her ability to pay off debt. With the knowledge of her income, it looked feasible for her to be able to pay $1,000 towards debt last month. But here's the thing. When we checked in this week, her actual expenses were double what we thought they would be, and there was about $500 unaccounted for in her tracking. This resulted in her being able to put $400 towards debt. I saw this as fantastic news. Now we're getting a clearer picture of the reality so we can come up with a plan that actually works. Our first plan was simply unrealistic because we weren't working with comprehensive information. And for next month, we're going to get even more clarity and focus on more comprehensive tracking. I think it's really hard to come up with a debt payoff or saving strategy before you get a good handle on your expenses and spending. And the best way to do that is by tracking your expenses in the moment you're making a purchase. And that's another episode of Optimal Finance Daily in the books. Thank you for your support and for listening every day. And I'll be back tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.